If you're looking for high paying remote jobs, then these 8 job websites are an absolute must, and you should 100% check them out. In order to do this research extensively and fast, of course, I used AI, but not just one. I used 5 different tools. So I used ChatGPT, Perplexity, Claude, Grok, and Gemini. And my vote goes to Gemini because obviously Google ka beta has all the information on Google. But I also went further and also prompted AI to also look at Reddit reviews, etc. So we've done extensive research, and here is the list of those 8 web portals again. Because I wanted to make this video really fast, of course, I had to use AI. And the goal was that I will record the video, but I will use AI to create a presentation so that I can run the overlays and just give the voiceover. That way, I can churn the video out faster. I used Gamma.ai and Notebook LM to make the deck. Now, my personal vote goes to Notebook LM, and I will share that deck in a later video. But while I was playing with Notebook LM, what I loved about it was that it has in its studio the audio and video overview as well. It can make flashcards, it can create reports, and it can create a quiz for you, etc. I was just intrigued, and I said, since I want it faster, let's just hit video overview. So without further ado, here is the video that Notebook LM made of the top 8 job portals that you should be looking at if you're looking for jobs remotely.
All right, let's get right into it. Today, we are putting together the ultimate strategic guide to 7 of the most authentic remote job portals out there. If you're on the hunt for a remote job, think of this as the map you've been desperately looking for.
So, if you're trying to find a remote job right now, you know exactly what I'm talking about, right? It feels like you're lost in a massive digital jungle. There are endless listings, platforms that all look the same, and let's just be honest, a ton of scams. It is so easy to feel completely overwhelmed.
But what if you had a map to guide you through that jungle? Well, that's exactly what we're going to build today. We are going to turn all of that chaos into a clear, easy-to-follow map. We're organizing the best job boards out there so you can finally search smarter, not just harder.
Now, to use this map effectively, we first have to understand the lay of the land. You see, there are really 3 main types of remote job portals. And knowing the difference between them, that is the absolute key to making your job search actually work. I want you to think of this as your personal job search toolkit. In toolbelt number 1, we've got the heavy hitters. These are for when you just need to see a ton of options. In toolbelt number 2, the quality first curators. This is your go-to for safety, your scam-free zone. And in toolbelt number 3, we have the niche specialists, perfect for a laser-focused search in your specific industry.
Okay, let's kick things off with our first category, the heavy hitters. These are the giants, the big players in the remote job world. You go to these sites when you want to cast a really wide net and see the maximum number of jobs available.
First up is We Work Remotely. A lot of people call this one the OG of remote work, and for good reason. It's a massive hub for roles in tech, product, design, and marketing. Now, the big selling point here is trust. Employers have to pay to post a job, which is an amazing, simple way to filter out most of the scammers. But, and this is a big but, the competition is global and it is fierce. So when you see a job you like, you have to move on it fast.
Our other heavy hitter is RemoteOK. Now, if We Work Remotely is all about quality, RemoteOK is all about volume and data. It is a powerhouse for developers and designers because it has these incredible filters that lets you search by salary and even specific tech stacks. It's got a solid reputation for sure. But here's the caution. With that massive volume, some spam can slip through the cracks. So rule number 1 is to always check out the company's actual website before you even think about applying.
So how do you pick between these 2 giants? It's actually pretty simple. You go to We Work Remotely when your main goal is finding high-quality roles at more established, well-known companies. You head over to RemoteOK when you want a massive fire hose of options, and you love to geek out on a data-driven search with all those cool filters.
Okay, now, if the very thought of scrolling through thousands and thousands of job posts just makes you want to take a nap, you are going to love our second category, the quality first curators. This is your safe haven, your scam-free zone.
And the king of this category, without a doubt, is FlexJobs. I mean, their main selling point is just so compelling. Every single job posting on the site is hand-screened by a real person. That means no scams, no ads, no junk. And it covers pretty much every industry you can think of. The only catch? It's a paid membership.
You have to think of it like a gym membership. You're investing in a tool, and you only get value out of it if you actually use it. And that brings us to this really important point. Let's be super clear here. FlexJobs is not some magic wand. It is a premium tool. If you sign up and you just kind of poke around once a week, you're going to feel like you completely wasted your money. To get the real value, you need to commit to hitting it hard for a month or two.
Another fantastic curator is remote.co. This one is great for roles outside of the usual tech bubble, things like operations, HR, admin, and even education. Just like we work remotely, companies pay to post here, so the quality stays high. This makes it the perfect secondary site to add to your routine. You just check it once a day for serious, legit jobs without all the noise.
And to round out our curators, we have Jobspresso. The best way to think about this one is like a boutique job board. Every single role you see has been handpicked and reviewed by their team. They are all about quality over quantity. The only things to keep in mind are that the volume of jobs is naturally a bit lower, and a lot of the roles tend to be focused on the US.
All right, it's time for our final and maybe most powerful category, the niche specialists. If you're in a specific field or part of a particular community, these sites let you get laser focused, which can be a total game changer.
Okay, let's be absolutely crystal clear on this one. Arc.dev is for software developers only. Software developers. It's a vetted marketplace that connects experienced engineers with great companies. So if you've got at least 2 to 5 years of professional coding experience, this site needs to be on your radar. If you're not a developer, you could just skip right over this one. Next up is Remote Woman, which is just a fantastic resource for women and non-binary professionals. Its whole mission is to connect talented people with companies that are genuinely supportive and female-friendly. It is an amazing, targeted channel to add to your broader search. Now, like some other niche boards, the volume is a little smaller and it is mostly US-centric. But the real power here is in the quality of the curation.
Okay, so we've explored the entire map. We've looked at all the different tools in our toolkit. Now it's time for the most important part. Putting it all together into a strategy that actually wins you a job.
But before we get to the 4-step plan, I've got one more little tool for your kid. Let's call it an add-on. Just Remote is perfect for this. It's a pretty simple board, but it's really good at uncovering those hidden gems, those roles you might not see on the bigger sites. So you wouldn't make it your main job board, but it's perfect for a quick daily scan to catch those unique opportunities.
And here is how it all comes together. This is your simple 4-step action plan. Step 1. Anchor your search. Pick one heavy hitter like We Work Remotely or RemoteOK to be your main base. Step 2. Add a safety net. Layer on one quality curator like FlexJobs or Remote.co. Step 3. Get specific. If it applies to you, add one niche specialist to the mix. And finally, Step 4. Scan daily. Check your add-on boards like Just Remote every day. See? This layered approach maximizes your chances while keeping you safe from scams.
So there it is. You have the map, you have the toolkit, you have everything you need to navigate that remote job jungle with total confidence. The only question left is, which of these tools are you going to add to your toolkit first?
I hope that you got value out of that video and the research that I'd put in. And please start exploring these job portals. Let me know which one works for you the best, because I would love to share your feedback with my audience as well. And before I let you go, I would love for you to start exploring notebook.lm as well to increase your productivity and see how AI can help you and how it can fast track all your workflow. And while I say this, let me just assure you that this video is not sponsored. As much as I would love for Google to sponsor it, yeah, this is my genuine feedback.